What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. It's Thursday. That means it's time for another day of opening this week, where I, of course, talk about the movies that's, of course, open this week. Anyway, all right. Now, there's only one major big film coming out this week, and that is Captain Marvel. Now, I already got my ticket. I'm seeing that tomorrow. I'm simply so stoked for this movie. I mean, Brie Larson, I think she is terrific, and I cannot wait to see her as Captain Marvel. Sam Jackson looks pretty cool in this. I mean, some of the effects they're using from, I mean, they're making Sam Jackson look like he's. They had to make Sam Jackson look like he walked off the set of Die Hard with a Vengeance in a way. I really definitely can't wait to check this out. I mean, pretty much I've really loved every one of the MCU movies, including some of the unpopular ones. Like, I actually dug Iron Man 2, Door of the Dark World, I actually dug. And even Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I know lots of people didn't really care for. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is good, so. And, I mean, I also like the cast members in this, like even Gemma Chan. Good actors on this, so I simply can't wait for this. I mean, I think this is going to be pretty fun, so definitely check this one out tomorrow. And there are like very small fair movies coming out this week, not like major. There's this Western film called The Kid, which looks really cool. I mean, here's the synopsis. In this thrilling Western, a young boy named Rio, played by Jake Shahar, is forced to go on the run across the American Southwest to save his sister, played by Leah George, from his villainous uncle, played by Chris Pratt. Along the way, he encounters Sheriff Pat Garrett, played by Ethan Hawke, on the hunt for the infamous outlaw Billy the Kid, played by Dane DeHaan. Rio finds himself increasingly unwinded in the lives of these two legendary figures as the cat and mouse game of Billy the Kid's final years of life plays out. Ultimately, Rio is forced to choose which type of man he is going to become, the outlaw or the man of valor, and will use his self-realization in a final act to save his family. Now, this movie is directed by Vincent D'Onofrio, who right now is best known for playing Kingpin. And he worked with Chris Pratt before, like he worked with him on the Magnificent Seven film, and he worked with him in Jurassic World. So this is like their third collaboration. I mean, who knew that Star-Lord and Kingpin could ever do something together? There you go. And Dane DeHaan, I'm a big fan of. I think that dude's terrific. I don't know much about the young kid in this, Jake Shearer. I think this is like his first feature, so I don't know much about him. I think this is pretty cool, and I believe this is Chris Pratt's first like major villain role. So yeah, I'm definitely check this one out when it comes out. It looks pretty cool, and I mean it's been a while since I've seen a Western movie that I simply adored. I mean, there's been Western movies that either have been terrible or just been okay, like that Sister's Brother. Lots of people love that film. I just thought it was an okay film, so hopefully this is a really good one. And yeah, I'm definitely down to check this one out. All right. Also open this week is a film called Gloria Bell, which is a remake of a Chile film, which was directed by Sebastian Leo, who, by the way, also directs the remake. It's pretty cool when a director of an original film directs a remake of his own. I kind of find that pretty cool. Anyway, in Gloria Bell, this has a really good cast. Like, the cast in this includes Julianne Moore, John Turturro. I'm a big John Turturro fan, by the way. Michael Cera, Holland Taylor. Who else? Danella Vega, who, by the way, I believe was in the original Gloria film. So there's that. Um, Brad Garrett is in this. Rita Wilson, some pretty good cast members. Here's what Gloria Bell is pretty much about. Gloria, played by Julianne Moore, is a free-spirited divorcee who spends her days at a straight-laced office job and her nights on the dance floor, joyfully laying loose at clubs around Los Angeles. After meeting Arnold, played by the great John Turturro, on a night out, she finds herself thrust into an unexpected new romance, filled with both the joys of budding love and the complications of dating, identity, and family. I mean, I thought the trailer looks really good. Like they use I remember seeing the trailer for the original Gloria, and they use that song, Gloria. I don't want to actually sing the song because of copyrights, but you get the song I'm talking about. And also in the new trailer, they use the same song, so I kind of find that pretty funny. And I'm a big Julianne Moore fan. I mean, I think the woman is terrific. Micah Cera's great. When he's on his game, Micah Cera could be a really good actor. Of course, I love Scott Pilgrim. There you go. Yeah, there's a few other people like John Turturro. Like I said, I'm a big fan of this guy. He's a really underrated actor. Like people really don't talk about John Turturro as much as they should. But man, with roles like in from The Big Lebowski or You Don't Mess with Zohan or anything else, this guy's awesome. So I actually want to see this movie mainly because he's in it. Because I'm a big fan of that guy. And how on earth did he not win an Emmy for that HBO show he did? Something night, forgot the name, but he should have just won an Emmy for like that guy. How on earth has he not won an Oscar yet? Is still beyond me. Also, I mean, I can't really recall any awards that guy ever won, but hopefully one of these days. But we'll see. Anyway, all I know is Gloria Bell. I think looks tremendous. So I'm definitely interested to check this one out. Also, there's a Climax, which got released like in limited release last week. It opens wider this week, so Climax looks crazy. I mean, I'm probably gonna see that on a Saturday, so yeah, I'm probably gonna see that and The Kid on Saturday. So yeah, should be an interesting week. Now, a film I'm also gonna see on a Sunday is called I'm Not Here. Now, this has a really terrific cast here. Let me pull the cast list. Like, it stars the likes of J.K. Simmons, Maika Moreau, who I just saw on the big screen in Greta, Sebastian Stan, of course, a.k.a. Winter Soldier. You got Max Greenfield, Ian Armitage, who, of course, plays Young Sheldon on the CBS show Young Sheldon. A few other people, like David Koechner's in this. Some really good cast members are featured here. Here's what it's about. Steve is haunted by his past. I believe Steve is played by J.K. Simmons. He's like haunted by his past, as every object in his home, every sound he hears reminds him of a specific event in his life. And Steve connects the events of his life to discover how he ended up alone and broken. As he relives each significant memories, he understands the generational issues that have held him captive, like his father before him, and so he moves past the pain and forgives his trespassers, and more importantly, forgive himself. Like J.K. Simmons plays the older Steve, while Sebastian Stan plays the younger version of J.K. Simmons. Sebastian Stan as a young J.K. Simmons. Wow. If he wasn't already Winter Soldier, I would have got him to play J. Jonah Jameson. Anyway, I think this could be pretty interesting. I mean, I saw the trailer. The trailer actually looks really interesting. I don't really know much about what the film is about in the trailer, mainly from what I read in the synopsis. But I think this could be something cool. And J.K. Simmons, I mean, he's an Oscar-winning actor. He's great. Sebastian Stan is great. I have a crush on Maika Moreau. I think she's fantastic. Oh, also Mandy Moore is in this, so there's that. And the film is directed by J.K. Simmons' wife, so there's a little family connection here. But yeah, and actually his wife directed a J.K. Simmons movie called Dream Geezers, which featured people like Tim Allen and I think Scott Conn was in that. I mean that movie was pretty interesting. I mean it was about like old guys pulling pranks and stuff like that. You know, having like a time of their life, and that was kind of really funny. But I'm Not Here, I think looks like it could be an interesting love film. All right. Also open this week, there's a film called We Are Boats. Now, here's what this film's about. Lies intertwine and connect with when Fernesta navigates through the living world by encountering strangers at the exact moment she needs to setting their lives on either a better course towards happiness or setting the wheels in motion towards a tragic end, all while she secretly searches for a loved one that she never had the chance to say goodbye to. Now, the cast in this is interesting. Let me pull the cast list. Like, the cast here includes people like Luke Hemsworth is in this, who is, by the way, the third of the Hemsworth brothers, who haven't really had that big role that their brothers have. Like, he did play he technically did play like a version of Thor in Thor Ragnarok. If you remember the beginning of Thor Ragnarok, they were doing like an interaction of Thor. The one who played Thor in this, I believe, was Luke Hemsworth, who's of course the brother of Chris Hemsworth. So there's a little bit for you there. Now this is like a faith-based movie, which could be an interesting film. I mean, I think faith-based films. And the other cast here includes Jake Fahey from How to Get Away with Murder, Gaia Wesley, Angela Seraphine, Booby the Descendants fame, Uzo Aduba from Orange and the Black fame. Interesting cast members. I mean, I don't really know a whole lot about it. Like, I seen the trailer, it looks okay, so I'll probably check it out maybe online or something. But there's not really like lots opening in theaters this week. I mean, there's some film called Babylon, which I don't know much about. There's a film called An Elephant Sitting Still, which is a Chinese film. There's a film called Three Faces, which is a Bollywood film. Black Mother, I don't know much about that. Badla, which is which I believe is a Bollywood film. Chasing Bullet, Kiss Kiss, and Seven Big Ones. That's pretty much, not really lots of major stuff. But if you don't want to go to theaters or anything, like if you don't want to see Captain Marvel or whatever, and you just want to sit home and watch something maybe on Netflix, there are a few Netflix releases premiere this week. There's one that actually just premiered, I believe, yesterday, called Triple Frontier, which has an astounding cast. Like, for one, it's directed by Magic Card director J.C. Chandler. And the cast in this: Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Charlie Hunnam, Garrett Hedlund, Pedro Pascal, and a few others. Anyway, it's about like a group of former Special Forces operators who reunite to plan a heist in a populated multi-border zone of South America. For the first time in their perilous careers, these unsung heroes undertake this dangerous for self instead of country. But when events take an unexpected turn and threaten to spiral out of control, their skills, their loyalties, and their morals are pushed to a breaking point in an epic battle for survival. The trailer looked really cool. I mean, I really like the cast. Director's pretty decent. I think this looks interesting, so I'll probably check it out tomorrow after I come back from seeing Captain Marvel, and maybe after I see tomorrow's episode of Doom Patrol, which I'm loving, by the way. Yeah, once I'm done with those two, I'll definitely check this out. Also on Netflix, there's a film called Janetta, which here's what it's about. Fed up with her deadbeat grown kids and marginal urban assistant, Janetta, played by Alfre Woodard, takes a Greyhound bus to Paper Moon, Montana, where she reinvents herself and finds her mojo. This looks interesting. I mean, Alfre Woodard is always great, so there's that. I mean, she's like Netflix's queen now. I mean, she was on Luke Cage, and also she's in the upcoming Lion King, by the way. So Alfre Woodard is always great, and it has an interesting cast. Like, let me pull up the cast list. The cast here, also, like besides Alfre Woodard, the cast also includes Blair Underwood, Latina Richardson, Ashley Atkins, Marcus Henderson from Get Out fame, Bonnie Johnson is in this. The trailer looked interesting. I mean, I'll probably see this mainly because Alfre Woodard is in this, and I think she's a terrific actress, so I'll probably give this one a shot. Finally, on Netflix, there's a family film called Walk Ride Rodeo, which stars the likes of Spencer Locke, Bailey Chase, Elvina Ellen Lynn, Max Ellerich, Corbin Bleu, Kathleen Rose Perkins, Sherry Shepard, and Missy Pyle. Here's what the film is about. Amber Lee Snyder, played by Spencer Locke, her dreams of a college scholarship and pro rodeo career are brought to a halt when she's involved in a devastating accident. Now unable to use her legs, she refuses to give up on her dreams and instead decides to fight her way back into competitive barrel racing. And this is based on a true story, which I'm a sucker for. I think this looks interesting, like a interesting underdog story, a film where you don't like that shows you that you shouldn't give up on your dreams and all. I think this looks like it could be really cool, and I really like the cast. I mean, Spencer Locke is in it. Actually, keep your eye out for her. She was in one of the Resident Evil movies. She was in the last Insidious film. She hasn't really had the best career, I should say, but she's been in a few other good stuff like Detention and a few others. So I'll definitely give this one a shot. And I mean, it's nice to see him go from High School Musical to doing other stuff because Corbin Bleu doesn't really do a whole lot anymore. So, like, I think out of all the High School Music cast members, I think Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens had like the better careers. It's a shame because the other cast members were pretty decent. So, let's see. Well, that's pretty much it. Let me leave it to you guys. What movies are you interested in checking out this week? Whether it be Captain Marvel or something on Netflix, or it doesn't even have to be a movie that's out this week. Like, what films that got released, the last couple of weeks that you're interested in checking out? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.